Hi, I'm Kristi Frank, and welcome to America's Leading Doctors. Today I have a very special guest, Dr. Jennifer Pitcairn. Welcome to the show, Doctor.
Thank you.
Now, before we get started, tell us a little about your background.
Well, growing up, my family was really focused on a wellness lifestyle, and my mom took us, all three of us kids, to the chiropractor, and that was our family doctor that we went to, and whenever we had anything wrong, we saw the chiropractor. And so even before that age, I wanted to be a doctor. As I got older, I thought, well, chiropractic would be a really good way to help people be healthier.
So that inspired you to enter the field?
Yeah. So I went to undergrad first at the University of California, Santa Cruz, and got a bachelor's in biology. And then I went to Palmer College of Chiropractic in Davenport, Iowa, and graduated there, and then decided to come back to Oregon to practice in Oregon.
Wonderful. So what are some of the biggest challenges that your patients face today?
A lot of patients initially want to come in for pain relief, and it's a challenge to really educate them that pain is often the last thing to come on, first thing to go away, and they really have to change their lifestyle to live a healthier lifestyle. And that's, they want a quick fix. They want a pill or potion or have it done yesterday.
So when I was on my third cup of coffee this morning, what would your advice probably be?
Well, not to do 3 cups of coffee, certainly.
No. Okay, so Dr. Jennifer, tell us a story of one of your favorite examples of a patient that you've helped.
Well, I had a family that the grandparents were under care, and they had a newborn granddaughter. She was 3 days old, and she was twitching. It wasn't really seizures, but there was a concern about why was this 3-day-old baby twitching. The mom was concerned that, she was eating chocolate that has caffeine in it, was it that, but she was still having these episodes. And so they brought her in to see me, and I adjusted her. And those went away. And as I educated the parents about chiropractic, they decided to bring the older sister, who's 2, in. What was really amazing with the older sister, she was a little short for her age, and once we started care, she just blossomed and caught up with normal size with her age. Parents became patients, and now the girls are 9 and 11. So it's really fun to have watched them live and embrace that healthy lifestyle.
And take such an integral part of their lives.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
So what are the major areas that you like to treat? What are some of the biggest things you see in your office?
We really focus on looking at the whole lifestyle. So I talk about 5 aspects of healthy living, and I think a really important one that's missed is a healthy spine and nervous system, since the nervous system controls everything in the body. So that's a big focus in our office, to educate patients about that. Outside of that is healthy nutrition and getting enough water, getting enough sleep at night, which is hard for many of us adults. Proper exercise, and that's again something that people don't put as a priority, and then a positive mental attitude. So I really want people to be aware of the negativity in their lives or that they watch or see can really affect their health.
So what's that one special thing that you think helps you stand apart from everyone else in the industry? What do your patients say about you?
Well, they really feel loved for and cared for in our office, which is different, and then not different, but very special in our office. The other aspect is focusing on the health of the nervous system, which many of my colleagues don't seem to talk to their patients about. And it makes sense to patients once we really sit down and talk about the whole story of the brain controls everything. Only 10% of the nerve fibers are what you feel, so you can feel great and not be healthy. And the other 90% is going to the muscles to tell them what to do in the organ, blood vessels, and glands. So we do some tests to see, is your nervous system communicating well or not? And that's, again, different from some of my colleagues. And then we can show progress of how they're improving with care.
So you say with care, would there be any special advice you can give us about how to maybe care for your nervous system?
Looking at the stress in your life, that's what affects your nervous system, and that's physical stress, so certainly slips and falls and car accidents, and posture is a biggie for a lot of people as well. Then there's chemical stress, so that falls under nutrition, but even what are you breathing, what are you drinking, and then looking at emotional stress as well.
And then you work with the patient to try and fix all those problems through diet, nutrition, and probably stress and working with them to solve that.
And we offer classes to help educate them in a more detailed fashion, as well as just overview classes, so they can learn to take baby steps. They can't do it all at once, but what's the next thing I can do? Maybe that's drinking more water.
Right.
Maybe that's not watching the news right before I go to bed to have that negativity. Maybe that's walking in the morning for 10 minutes.
I love that.
Yeah.
So maybe can you share one last piece of advice with our viewers to take away?
I think that your health is the most valuable asset that you have, and so I think they need to value that and look at living a healthy lifestyle from day one and educating their children how to live a healthy lifestyle. So putting a priority on health and living a wellness lifestyle.
Thank you so much for reminding us and for getting us back on track. So where can we go to find out more about you and your practice?
Well, my practice is in Oregon City, and we have a website, and the name of the practice is Complete Health Chiropractic Center. So the website is completehealthcc.com. And then, of course, our phone number is 503-557-9266.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Jennifer, for being here, sharing all your great tips, and reminding us to work on our nutrition, stress, and get back into perfect health. So thank you so much.
Great, thank you.
It's been a pleasure. And thank you for joining us today. We'll see you again next time on America's Leading Doctors.